Hello everyone, my name is Delior, and today we are going to be making mood boards into characters. So, first off, what's a mood board? A mood board is a collection of a few images that follow a mood or aesthetic, and let's just get into the art. I know that's what you're here for. So this is the image for the first character. So this character, um, I wanted her to have a very sassy attitude. I wanted to incorporate all of the reds and the burgundies and the dark colors. But I wanted there to be kind of like an attitude towards her character. So I posed her in a like sassy pose. I gave her the bunny ears and I gave her a demon tail and I just tried to, you know, the point is to mash all these different images together. And I think she turns out to be a pretty good representation of that. I made sure to get the suits, and I did the apple cores on her skirt. And I mean, yeah, there's in general a lot of heart shapes. Her hair was really hard to get right. I wanted to do two twin drills before I decided on just like a shaggy wolf cut type of thing. So line art overall wasn't very interesting. It's just my normal thin line art. Um I did end up changing the pattern on her skirt. Originally, I was going to do a carousel kind of look around it, but instead, I ended up going with eyes to go with again the images on the mood board. That's what we're trying to do. I made sure her skirt was nice and like poofy. I gave her little ruffles on the bottom of her skirt and on her socks. I made her demon tail have like fluff on it like a bunny tail would, but I wanted to keep her demon tail, so now she just has a fluffy one. Um, Coloring was interesting because there wasn't really a ton of tones I could use for like skin tones, and I wanted her to have a normal skin tone, not like a fantasy like red skin tone. So I ended up going with this just like tan color. I went for an off-white for most of the whites. I kept that red and the burgundies, and again, I love the colors of this mood board. The mood board is really eye-catching, so I wanted to keep all those colors. There's the eyes on there. I gave her little like patches on her hair and on her ears and stuff. Those are just for fun. Those are just for more like visual interest, I guess, to kind of play into the fact that she's like a bunny. A lot of bunnies have like spots and stuff on them. I gave her a fade into like red at her tail. I imagine that if I were to make up a backstory for this character, her mom would be a demon and her dad would be, I guess, a Harengon if we're going by like D&D logic. Maybe she's a warlock of some kind. I guess I would probably go like Eldritch as her subclass. Again, if I was doing a D&D thing, which I guess this fits into D&D pretty easy. I could play her as a D&D character if I really wanted to. Um, yeah, overall, this is just more like rendering things. I would love if you guys have name suggestions to name these two characters. If you could send those in to me, that would be great. Because she doesn't have a name. I think a K name would be good for her, but again, I'm not really set on any names. I was trying to do a stained glass background, which at this point I was not very good at. I did later for a much bigger project. I had to learn how to do some stained glass stuff, so I would do this background differently. But again, I wanted to have the eyes and have the nice red background there. But yeah, she's a fun character. I think she's very sassy and very cute. Um, yeah, if I end up making her like an NPC or a player character, I will update you guys with more lore on her. She's really cute. I kind of want to draw her again. I probably should. I don't know exactly if she would fit into the campaign I am currently working on, but if she does, she'll be in that video, I guess. Yeah, she's cute. I like her. I like her dark lip. I like her eye makeup. It's fun. She's a fun character. I love her dress. I would wear this dress. Anyways, let's get on to the second mood board, which is this very Halloween fall inspired one. So, this character was a little harder to nail down. I had a bunch of ideas. I was originally going to go for more of like a Halloween monster kind of thing, but I decided to rather than that go for like a teen, maybe she's like going to a Halloween party kind of thing. I wanted to make sure that the dog influence was there, so she's uh, pretty heavily based off of the Dalmatian in the image. I wanted to have her holding a jack-o'-lantern. I wanted to have her holding her cute purse. In general, the pose isn't all that interesting. It's pretty, like, I think it's a pretty standard pose when you look at the mood board. But yeah, I wanted to give her the outfit also in the mood board, so that big sweater and that like I don't know what the pattern specifically is called, but the skirt. I wanted to give her very warm clothes. I am currently really missing fall weather because I live in a state where it is very confused and it doesn't know what weather it's supposed to be. Like some days it's like really cold, like under 60, and then some days it's like almost 90, and they're like those are crazy. I don't know really like why. It's been so weird. We barely got any snow this winter also, which was a bummer. I love the snow personally. But more about this character. I think her name would be Bailey. Bailey is just such like a classic dog name. So I think Bailey would be cute. I think she would probably live in like a Hocus Pocus, or like if this was a show or a movie, it would be like a Hocus Pocus kind of like Halloween Town crossover, I guess, where she is, or maybe like a Monster High kind of angle. Maybe she would be not like a werewolf, but like I don't know, a a Dalmatian, I guess. I don't know. She also weirdly enough, the like patches on the ears and stuff was a is a theme between these two characters. I don't really think they'd live in the same universe. Just she's very modern, and I feel like the other character is very like magical looking. Like I feel like she would be she'd fit in really well as like a maybe like a big bad or an assistant to a villain in a D&D campaign. But this one, she's sweet. I imagine she smells like pumpkin spice, and she really likes old, like kind of not scary horror movies, like black and white horror movies. I imagine she's really into that. She's really into Halloween in general, I think. Um, but yeah, I feel like Bailey would be a really good friend to hang out with. I imagine that maybe she's not really into the costumey kind of side of it, but she loves fall and loves like very fall girl vibes. Like she wants to go get like a pumpkin spice latte and carve a pumpkin and make um those like pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I don't know if you guys have had those, but they're so good. They're my favorite kind of cookies. Um but yeah, very fall themed. I could have gone more Halloween themed, and maybe I should have. Maybe I should have had her dressed up in some sort of Halloween outfit, but I went definitely more like leading up to Halloween. For her whole outfit and vibe. I really love her purse actually. The purse is based off of the one in the mood board. But I had a purse a lot like this not too long ago, but unfortunately, it's leather and it was very old leather, so it did not survive being um like used and not taken care of properly, which was not completely not my fault, but yeah. Actually, looking back at this, my rendering styles changed a lot. I know that, like, you guys probably can't tell, because these were done, like, 2 months ago, I think. Because again, I've been sitting on a lot of videos and a lot of speed paints, and I just need to do the voiceovers for them. But, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm not very confident with voiceovers. Here she is, she's so pretty. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please watch more of my videos. I want to make more, and bye!